He did it just for me. He went on that cross. He took my sins. He took my pain. He did it just for me. I was born into a home of domestic violence. My father was very abusive to my mother, violence in words, violence in action. I can remember my father would hit my mom. I can see it still to this day. Every day of my life, I grew up in a home of violence, disruption, chaos. I felt like my life was decided when my parents made the decisions that they made. In my father's anger, he looked at me and told me that my mother had messed around and got pregnant with me. My parents being married, and now my father, who had gone off to Vietnam, comes back home and he has a pregnant wife. I start realizing that the reason why my father is violent is because of my birth. Because if he didn't have to look at me every day, he wouldn't be reminded of the decision that my mom made. I was a situation because we could never talk about it. I wasn't viewed as a person, I was the situation. There would be times in the house where I could look at my dad and tell it was gonna be a bad day. Getting out of the house was the thing to do because in the house is chaos, but I would always be gone. So I left and went to work. I get a call from my aunt that tells me that you need to get to the hospital. I used to always say that one of these days, y'all gonna kill each other. Is this the day? I had my husband, who's not my husband Charles, but he was my boyfriend at the time. I drove to his house instead of going straight to the hospital. And I asked him to take me to the hospital. I get to the hospital with him, and the doctor tells me that my mom had been burned, 3rd-degree burns, from her waist up. And my mom had a 3% chance of living that night. The skin was gone. She had no hair. Her face and everything was white. I remember just that vision. That's my mother. And I got the call April 9th of 1992 that my mom had a cardiac arrest. And it was that day that my mom passed. I had just turned 20. March the 10th, April the 9th, I become motherless. I've always been in the church, so God, what is going on? And I certainly felt like it was completely unfair. My life became unfair. And I just remember being in my apartment and lifting up my Bible, literally, and said, Lord, if you don't help me, I ain't gonna make it. I don't have anything else. Your word, I've been hearing your word all of my life. This is the time for me now, because I don't have anything else, to get rooted in what you said about me, to be rooted in what you said, that you will never leave me nor forsake me. I got to believe this Bible with all of my heart, because I don't have anything else. The truth gave me compassion that my father nor my mother are perfect individuals, and that they made mistakes, but don't we all? So the truth made me say, okay, yeah, the decisions that they made affected me, but that's not me. Who am I? The truth says that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. The truth said that before I was formed in my mother's womb, he knew me and he had a plan for me. The truth changed my perspective on how I saw myself, that no matter what I was going through, God loved me, period. And he had a plan for me. So all this stuff I thought as a child, that heavy weight, he said he'll carry it for me. The truth says he'll carry it. I cast it and it made me free. I remember growing up as a child, I didn't even enjoy my birthdays. I had panic attacks. I did not want to even think about being born. Being born bothered me. It's another reminder. Now, baby, let's go. We're going to turn up for my birthday. God's been good to me. When I think back over it, I owe him my everything. And for every person that feels hopeless, left behind, unvalued, unwanted, unloved, unsure, defeated, discouraged, hopeless. He is everything. He did it just for me and just for you. The good, good shepherd loves us. And I'm so thankful that he didn't leave me. He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And on the other side of all of that, the cross took it. He took it all and put it on the cross for our joy and our love and our peace and our happiness. Just ask him to be the good, good shepherd. Ask him to come into your life. It'll be the best thing you ever do. And your life will never be the same because he loves you. He loved me. Despite me, he loved me. And he loves you despite you. He's a father to the fatherless. I know it. He's a mother to the motherless. I know it. He's a provider. I know it. He's a healer. I know it. Why do I know it? Because I experienced what the other side looked like. I have beat every odd and statistic that the devil thought he was going to have for me because God kept me all the way, gave me strategic plans, gave me people, gave me the word, gave me a good church that taught me the word. When you think of the shepherd, you think of the sheep. The shepherd is the one that guides the sheep. The shepherd is the one that'll go after the sheep. Even when the sheep go astray, the shepherd will leave the rest of the sheep to go and find the one. The shepherd loves. The shepherd fights for. The shepherd feeds. The shepherd becomes everything to the sheep. And that's exactly what Jesus became to me and is to me. He won't let me go astray. And if I do, he's going to come right back to get me. He's the good, good shepherd.